Okay, good morning. It's Blunty here. I am on Sura. I am set up with 4-aught hooks, 18 freshwater krill, 20 salmon, red krill dip, and this PVA that we've got going on there. Can you read that? Okay. We're going to see what happens because I put these on at night. I expected that a bite wouldn't happen for a while. But it did. So we're at Sura. We're looking for a wild carp trophy. That's what's been coming out of here. We have our wild carp trophy at what is that, Tuba? But we do not have one here. So we're looking. We are casting from 7312. This is a spot I've never been at before. I'm overall a fairly new player. Got a couple thousand hours, but I think most people would still consider me fairly new because I just hit level 41. Yeah, so we are casting just like this to the clip, and that's going over here into this hole, this 7-meter hole. So yeah, we're looking for this wild carp trophy. I've seen a few of these come out in the last week or so on this setup. Seems like it's worth giving it a shot. I think I'll just say if you're a lower level, like if you've got HSVs here, I think this might be kind of hard spot because you can't really steer. I mean, maybe you can, and I'm just really not good enough. But typically, when you're fish, just to point out, typically when you're fishing at a spot like this, your goal is to throw like out here and then move the fish, like because you can go on the other side of the fish and push them in another direction. But here, if your wild carp runs that way, I mean, it's got the entire river. It's just gonna go. So I think you really got to be careful here. When I caught my wild carp trophy, it was on an HSV, and it was at Tuba where I could steer it in the river back and forth. Not sure that I would have gotten it in if I couldn't steer it, but it's possible. Just pointing that out. All right, we've got our first guy who's giving us a little bit of a run there. I didn't quite have my drag as far up as I could, though. There you go. You can see up one more notch. We got room for one more notch there, too. We don't want to put damage on the blank of this rod, at least if we don't have to. This is a 33 kilogram rod, so we kind of just want to stay barely in the red. At least that's where I'm at. Unless this thing is a BT and just goes crazy, unless we get real lucky, and then I'm willing to put a little blank damage on it. Got my lights out, but I don't. Yeah, he's just barely not able to pull here. Nope, there we go. We got a little pull out of him. Sometimes you get that when you pick them up with the right click. You kind of pull their head one direction and then they kind of fall back the other or go another way. I don't think this is a trophy, though we are on the Goliath, so we're probably putting 20, what are we at? 25? So what's that divided? I think we have like 27, 28 kilograms of friction brake on here. Something like that. And so I would expect a trophy wild to be able to pull that. I mean, he's strong. This could be like a sturgeon or something too, but I think the way it was running to begin with is a wild. The Goliath, we just slowly bring him in. We'll hold shift and try. Yeah, not going to get much there. So the two options we have are just doing this slow reel, or we can right click and pick him up. You know, right click seems like it's makes the fish wake up, or however you want to put it, and sort of makes them move around and pull harder for some time. Looks like our other one went up on the shore, huh? We might FGA that one. He's literally up on the shore. But yeah, or we can do pumping like this. I think we kind of have to at this point because we're just making slow progress and we've got another line on. It's probably nothing big on there, but all right. This will be a good gauge for size because if he's can click, if it's not a trophy and they can click the Overlord or click the Goliath, then they're definitely going to spool the Overlord a little bit. We're going to see some good runs out of him. Oh, there we go. We pulled his head up and he dove back down. That's kind of what you're expecting to see. I'm just right clicking up to the top and I'm shift reeling it down. So we maintain that tension. And I don't know what to look for in a trophy, so I mean the tail looks a little big to me, but it's been a while since I've even gone wild carp fishing. But the tail looks a little sus to me. Let's see what we got here. 19.4. Okay, great. So plenty of room to go there. Wild carp trophy is what, 25 or 30? This guy is in the ground. Well, yeah, that could also be a problem if you got a big one over there, but eventually they're going to run out of that spot, so. Oh, little starlet. Okay. I really want to put a gold bait in. That's probably a mistake, though. Also, was that... I had one of these on 25s instead of 18s. But no, our big wild was not on that. Only our first... Looks like our first wild. So we'll probably end up changing that 25 out. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do that. Back to 18. Okay. All right, so the night bite rate seems pretty good. We will see, I guess, what the daytime looks like, and again, we might end up putting in something for the starlet, or maybe we'll get lucky on these boilies with the starlet. All right, we're back on the fish. All right. Just never want to be too high on the friction brake when we start. But yeah, let's see how much pull this has got. Get it out of that corner. At least there's no log or anything for it to get caught on, or at least it doesn't look like there is. Great. All right, well, This just got slammed and spooled out for about 3 seconds. Wasn't even a bite, just, or maybe a little tiny bite, and then got slammed. So, good times. Let's see if we can gain some ground before we get spooled again, if we are going to, I don't know. So how big do we think this is then? The last one was that big. Either this is a temperamental one and it's the same size, or we're, I'm gonna guess we're around 23 kg? I feel like a wild trophy's 30, not 25. I could be wrong though. I know, by the way, I know I'm gonna curse myself for saying this, but it feels like I'm really due for a FGA, and that might be because I just played I did trolling for so long, and then I was at sea for so long that you kind of get used to FGAs being really common. My memory of FGAs were about 1 in every 100 fish. And I don't know since I've been recording these episodes if I've had a single FGA. And I know they don't show in the chat now, but I see them. You know, I've had a couple on tiny fish, weirdly, but what is this? Does the model look any different? Maybe. I don't think this is that big. If he's that big, he's lazy. I think we just had a good initial run from him. Good burst from Mr. Wild Carp. Let's bring him in. Yeah, he's actually smaller. Scared me at the beginning, though. Scared me in a good way. Alright, let's see what the other one is. Probably not that big. Isn't spooling or anything. In we come. Oh, big head? Okay, they are here. Would not mind a big head trophy. I'll take either one. Common. Interesting. This is where we're at. I cannot complain about 12 fish in 20 minutes. And one is a sterlet. I'm still really thinking about putting out a gold bait. Maybe we'll end up doing it. Bite rate slowed way down. I wonder if it'll pick up again at night here. All right, we've got plenty of fish, and we're not getting any more bites really. It's been very slow for me, so we'll turn in our comment, and then we'll see if we made any money. Oh, I mean, it's okay. Could be worse, right? All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.